I am Satish Belawadi. I am the tour director on the 9th edition of the Tour of Nilgiris. I have been associated with the TFN right from the beginning, 2008. I'm probably one of the first few who were there right from the first meeting we had when this was not even TFN. It was just a ride that some of us wanted to do towards the Nilgiris. So we had a few friends who were coming down from the US and they wanted to ride, and we thought we'll ride together. And then it turned out to be that so many others who got to hear about the tour saw that they were also interested and they wanted to ride with us. And then we took it a step forward and thought we'd organize it better for everybody. And so was born the Tour of Nilgiris. And from 2008 to now, this is the 9th edition. It has been going from strength to strength. We were started about with 40 odd riders, and then now we are doing about 110 this year, with a support crew of about 50 to 60, and that's a huge entourage to come to these cities that we are coming to. The beauty of the TFN is that we typically do not do highways. We tend to take the more scenic back-end roads, but then roads which are good enough to travel by bike. But then we don't pamper the riders so much that there are always good roads. They also need to know that there are other kinds of roads too. And so it's a good mix, I should say. And then how else would a rider like a good road if he doesn't know what a bad road looks like? So there you go. So that's what TFN is all about. Now, we are going through some of the most beautiful parts of South India. We're going through 3 states. And then, of course, it is centered around the Nilgiris mountain ranges. And so, if you're an experienced rider, it is probably easy, not so easy, and maybe Kalhatti being tough. Some of the riders who are new to the sport probably saying this is tougher, a little more, etc. So, but then what we also have seen over the years is that riders tend to train well for TFN, and so they're doing a great job that way. So far this year we have had a good tour, I should say. The first day was blazingly fast by TFN standards. So Bangalore to Mysore everybody kind of arrived very fast. And so they had time to kind of chill out in Mysore too. Road to Kalpetta was good. The first half was fast again, and then we had some of the back roads in Kerala. Not so great, but then it was good in sense that they got an idea of how the trip up to Kalhatti would be. So yesterday was tough. Everybody had a tough time. We had a slightly late start. There was fog. We had to stagger the start a little. But it was thankfully to all the volunteers and probably Divine Providence, we did not have an issue coming downhill in the fog. And then I personally thought that we might have to carry a lot of people up Kalhatti, but then it turned out to be good at the end of the day because we had quite a few, probably 70% of them coming up Kalhatti on their own. So it was brilliant. It has been brilliant so far. And then today is a rest day. It's a beautiful day with a lot of sun. It doesn't feel cold. We had a slight chill in the morning, which is nice. You remember you're in OT, otherwise you don't. And so the next 2 days we are here. Today we are here, tomorrow we do a loop, go out, come back to OT, and then we start off from OT, go down to Palakkad, and then to Valparai, and then down to Pollachi. And then we have our tour end at Pollachi in terms of the riding, and then we have our pull-off party in Coimbatore, and that's where we all disperse after our party. So the riders have a good section to look forward to again, because this is not the end of all the mountains. We are still in the mountains, but hopefully their legs are not strong enough. They've gotten used to this. We have got this rest day now, so they should do a good job the next 2-3 days too. So that's how the TFN 9th edition is going, and it's been fabulous so far, and it should be a good precursor to the 10th big one next year. Thank you so much.